In this video, I'm going to cover what's new in Shotcut version 26.4.30. There are a bunch of things that I want to cover, so let's dive in. So let's take a look at the screen that we have now. This is Shotcut 26.4.30. The first thing I want to cover is called Symmetrical Transition Resizing, right? So let's just say I want to split the clip over here and create a transition. Alright, so if you notice that when I resize this transition by dragging it to the right or to the left, the front end of this transition changes as well. So if I do the front again, it changes the back as well. So you notice that this transition is symmetrical when I adjust it, so it's so much more convenient. In the past, if you drag the back end, the back only moves. If you drag the front, then it moves the front part. So your transition is not exactly where it's supposed to be. Here it just makes it easier to use. Next is something called drag and drop from something in your recent folders that you can bring onto the timeline or even to your source window. So let's say if you go to recent and let's see, in my source window there's a camera over here. So let's say you go into your recent files, and these are some of the files you have used in the past. It just makes it so much easier. Let's say I want to use this durian file. I can either drag it onto the source window. It's in the source now, let's just pause it, or I can even drop it into the timeline directly. Alright, so here straight away it's inside. So if you have files that you use regularly, let's say your intro or your outro, and it will always be in your recent files, you can locate it here rather than searching it in your files folder or in your playlist. Alright, so this is again something quite useful. Next, the timeline zooms, like what you're seeing right now, or the keyframes and the keyframe zooms as well is less erratic. So let me know how it goes if you use it, whether you notice something, right? Now next is called speech in text. Now you have the ability to use your GPU to do that. Let's take away the durian clip. Let's go to subtitles, and let's say I want to do subtitles. Now here you can see whether you want to use GPU or not. You have the option now. So if you have a strong GPU in your computer, it will be much faster. So based on what I have tested for a short clip, I found that if I don't use the GPU for say a 30-second clip like what I have said in the intro, it takes about 7 seconds. If I use the GPU, it can take between 1 to 2 seconds. So it is much faster in my case. However, for your case, it depends on your GPU. So try it out and see how it goes for you. Next, there's also Vulkan GPU support for speech to text on Windows and Linux as well. Next is export metadata. Now you can include your cover art. So what is cover art? So for example, if I have a video here, you can see your cover art for that video, right? So now you can place it there. So for example, I place myself on a bike for this demo test. And to do that, you need to just go to your export tab, go to advanced, go to metadata, and then you can include your cover art. So let's say for this particular video, I can add a different cover art as well. You can put a bike, or maybe let's just put this blue thing so that it is easily noticeable. When you export it, you will have this in your video, right? So this video here is just a talking head video, nothing to do with the blue sky thing, but let's just export it and see what happens. Okay, from the timeline, let's go back to Shotcut, and let's just refresh this. So here, you see, this is the cover art. This is useful for certain social media sites because certain social media sites will use your first frame as the cover art, right? So now you can select your own, alright? Next, Typewriter text option for the burn-in subtitle filter, right? So let's do subtitles. Let's go to subtitles and just let this generate it. Let's put it as 24 characters, and you can see how fast it is, right? So it just takes. And now you can go to your menu, go to burn-in subtitles on output. You have this typewriter option. You can change, say, the animation character by character. You can do word by word, typewriter variation as well. So you can do all that. So this is a new option that you can use. Now, number 8. Now, Glaxnimate is no longer bundled together in Shotcut, so if you want to use it, you will have to download it. And finally, there is some video mode that helps you, that is reorganized so that you can see things better a bit. Go to settings, go to video mode, and here now you have your social media. You can have your square video or vertical video at different frames per second. You can have others, you can have your legacy and also custom. So you have these tabs that are organized to help make your work so much easier. There are other minor changes in Shotcut as well, so do check it out at the Shotcut website. If you found this video useful, do give it a thumbs up and check out what's on the screen right now for other Shotcut editing tips.